Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers, and welcome back to Mercury Farms. If you remember, it's early morning, and as you can see, we got the New Holland. He's getting ready to seed some soybeans into the tree field. Hopefully that's what he's going to do. Yep, looks like he's good to go. And we have soybeans being planted. So our main job, really, other than seeding that field today, is picking up the straw in that field over there. But something we need to do first is to... Actually, I'm going to head back to the house because there's weeds over here. And I do want to take care of these. But I can't remember if this is the first growth stage or not. I think they are. I think they be. So let's go ahead and hop into the Puma. We'll drop that down. I'm not sure if I'm going to use GPS or not, but we're going to grab our weeder, not the sprayer. And we're going to weed out our sunflower field. And then, of course, as you know, we got all that straw over there to take care of. I don't think that field needs anything. No, it doesn't. It just needs to be seeded after we get the straw out of there. I'll have to see how much straw we have. I think I have plenty of straw, so we'll be selling the rest of it, I do believe. Yeah, I'll have to look at it quickly and see what we got. And see where the best price of straw is. And we might be selling the forestry land today as well. Just to get a little bit extra cash. And then because we might be able to buy some land today. So a lot of things could be happening. I do believe that's the first growth stage. Yeah, we're fine. So let's lower that down. Alright. So if I hit Alt-E. Alt-E again. Alt-E. Alt-R. All these buttons just to get the correct alignment that we need here. Scroll it on over. That's good enough there. Lower that down. There we go. Now we can weed our field, which won't take too long, and then we can get back over, like I said, and start removing some straw. And hopefully it won't take us too long because the T8's probably not going to take too long putting down some soybeans. The question becomes, what do I want to plant in that field that's got the straw in it? Let's see, we're doing sunflowers here. We did doing soybeans there, so probably canola would be a good choice. And that'll give me some time to think about what to do with the field above the livestock market. But that'll be for that field is going to be waiting for another episode at least. Like I said, I do plan on selling the forestry land today. I know I keep saying, well, let's just wait and see what the trees do. At this point, it's like, well, what does it matter? So we'll just sell that land, give us some cash, so we can definitely buy some land. And I still don't know what I want to do with it, but I'll make it up as we go, like always. I mean, there's only 2 pieces of land I'm thinking about doing. If I buy the land that's got the placeable, we can probably buy it and put a sheep pasture down and maybe do some sheep because we got the grass. Or I'm just going to buy the grass field up north by the BGA and we'll cut it up and start making some silage out of it and sell it that way. And eventually maybe do some corn up there and do some chaff. I don't know. Some things to think about. And just like that with the stump of finger, we are now fertilizing the field. If only real life was as easy, just snap your finger and it goes from a weeder to a fertilizer spreader. But, what, 3 passes in this field will be totally complete. And then we can ignore it for another day or so. still can't wait for seasons to show up because, like I said, even though this crop is on slow, I mean, to be ready for harvest every 2 days is just rather quick. For me anyways. Doesn't give you time to maybe like get other things or slowly progress. And yeah, I just like see, I wonder if they'll have seasons where you can run it on 3, 6, 9, or 12 days again. I think 6 days is just about right for my speed, I think. But we'll have to see what seasons for 19 brings for us. Alright, so it looks like 3.5 passes. The T8 has made a loop and a half around that field, so he's getting ready to start going up and down. So we're doing fine on time. And we have to remember we do have some oats to sell. The oat price is still going up. I checked before I started recording. So I'll have to see where that goes. But also we're kind of waiting to harvest the other field, which should be ready today at some point. So I'm going to wait off on selling our oats as long as I can. So that way the price won't drop on us from, you know, I don't want to give the sell point some oats and then have the price drop before I harvest the other field. And there we go. That field is taken care of. Let's see, we'll turn the GPS off. Alright, go drop off the spreader back at the farm. Pick up the loading wagon. And we'll start doing some straw. But before I do, I think we'll take a quick look at our storage and see how much straw we have. To see if it's worth to keep some or just sell it all. I mean, it doesn't matter because if I change my mind, I got enough straw over at the other oat field when we get to that. And back around in. Lower it down. Alright, let's just take a quick look at our inventory. Where are we? Straw. I got 250,000 liters of straw. And the price really kind of sucks. So I think right now we'll just sell it anyways. I mean, I don't need any straw, so why store it? I think we took care of the cows not long ago too, right? Did we not? Did we not? Straw. Yeah, they're pretty much okay. So I think what we're going to do is just, you know, pick it up, get the field ready for the T8 to come over and sow some canola in it. Yeah, it's always fun trying to follow this path that course play took. May not get it all, but I'll get the majority of it. Alright, up at the sell point for our first load, and I cannot remember. That's grass. That's hay, straw. I think it's the same order that's in the sell, grass, hay, straw. Okay. Yeah, see if I can remember that in the future. Probably not. Can we... There we go. And we'll leave those doors open. And we'll drive around the building. Be easier. Round and round we go. Not a great deal of money we'll get for this, but it's money that we'll get. But I'm going to have a few trips up here, for sure. Alright, so 26,000. Yeah, 26,000. Wow, that'd be really good. $2,600. So back to the field to pick up some more straw. Make a few trips here and there. And hopefully we can kind of get the field somewhat done before the T8 finishes his job. Well, about halfway done of picking up the straw. I did have to go over and help out the T8. He got stuck on the tree, which looks like I just got stuck on the hedge. But I never got the message that he was slipping or anything like that. Alright, I can get out of here. I promise. Yeah, so I was going by. I'm like, huh, he must have got around that tree. And I get there and he's like climbing the tree. I'm like, First play didn't say he was slipping or anything like that. But he should be just about done, or... No, I can see him. He's still going. Okay. I was like, did I get the message and not see it? But the message should be up in the left-hand corner here. So yeah, you can see as far as I've gotten so far. I would say about halfway done. 3 trips in total so far over to the sell point. So yeah, we'll get this all picked up. We'll bring the T8 over, like I said before, and he can start planting canola. And while he's doing that, we're going to do some selling and some shopping, for the most part. Also, when I get done, I probably should check to see if the other oat field's done. That could also play a hand in it if we sell and buy right away as well. I don't know, for some reason, and there we go, now he's done. I'm really kind of leaning towards buying just a placeable area and putting down a small sheep pasture. I don't know, I just don't feel it in me to buy that grass field and keep making silage and selling that. I don't know why. I don't feel it. I'm not feeling it right now. So, but I'll probably buy everything else and do whatever we do with the money. Then, like, you know what? I should be doing some silage on this map. You know, that's. But the main thing is, I need to make the money. Need to make the money because, you know, it could be a possibility that when the Pacific Northwest, you know, comes out on full release, that we could be moving from here to there. That's not set in stone yet. I really like this map, so you know, part of me wants to keep playing through on this, but the other part of me is like, okay, so we paid off our loan, which we didn't have much of a loan, and we're starting to gain a lot of money on this map. That's why we're at this point of buying more land and thinking about putting down some placeables. But we'll have to see. But today is today. And either way, I still want to make the cash, so that way when we do move from here, that we got enough money to move on to whatever the next map might be. And I'm kind of looking at it as, when we moved here, we had $1.7 million. At least this time when we move, we get all the money. So after we sell the land and everything, we'll get to keep all the money. Are we going to be close to $1.7 million again? I hope not. I hope we're way over that. Because I thought moving $1.7 million, I'm like, that's a lot of cash. We can start off pretty well. Then you start buying stuff, like always, and it's like, you know what? That's not a lot of cash at all. Any hoozles, we need to finish up cleaning up this field here so the TA can come over here and do his thing. Get this field up and going. You know, got to replant those crops. With no crops in the ground, we're not making a dime. So let's finish picking up this straw, and so we can get to work and do other things. Well, we're just about done, and just about have a full trailer. If this fills it, I'm not going to bother with a little bit, but oh yeah, look at that. Nicely done. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to park this guy over to the side for now. We're going to T8 over here, and he can start seeding. I'm really interested of how we hit a first growth stage, as you can see. And it's kind of interesting of how it grew and how I got weeds. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me. Since the whole field was done, I thought the whole field would, switch over, but I guess not. Luckily, the first growth stage, there is no crop destruction because we'd be destroying our crops right about now. So, on our little drive over, let's make sure we switch this over to canola, wheat, barley, taters, sugar beets, corn, canola. And we'll go sell the rest of the straw. And then we'll figure out some of our money situations. Okay, let's go here. Course generation. Field 10, please. Around twice. Yeah. Generate. Alright, just trying to see where it has us starting. I'll actually turn it on right there. Alright, so drive course, sir. Or ma'am. Depending on who's driving. Canola is growing, apparently. So we are up to $190,000 with the selling of the straw and, of course, every hour, the beehives. What are you slipping on, dude? How? You never done that before. You've never done this before. Alright, stop, driver. Alright, so are you all set now? Alright, let's see if he can make it one time around. He's never got stuck there before that I remember. Alright, so now we are off now, hopefully to the sell point. And hopefully our T8 may continue and not have any more issues. So we'll probably get somewhere around 25. The price has been slowly dropping as I keep delivering. Do a little first-person driving today. Why not? So last time I checked, the field above the animal dealership, I always say dealership, the animal marketplace, still hasn't turned to harvest, but I haven't checked it since, like I said, that field that we just seeded turned. So maybe this field down there has turned completely as well. And we'll have to see how the oat prices are doing. Back her in nicely. Alright, so while it's doing that, yes, that field is ready for harvest. What is the price of oats doing right now? $8.25 and still rising. I like that a lot, man. Like that a lot. Close that up. We'll bring the loading wagon back to the main farm. Yeah, so let's go back to the main farm, drop this off. We'll sell the forestry area, which should bring us up to around 260,000. So I was kind of looking once in a while, and I'm going to Sorry. Looking at prices of a small sheep paddock, or whatever they want to call it. I think the small one's like 60 grand. I was looking at the placeable area for land. You get the placeable and field 15. I think it's $113,000. I kind of forgot about this placeable area right across the way from the farm, so I don't know how much that goes for. But now that we know that the other oat field is ready for harvest, and the price of oats is still going up, this is all good. This is all good news for us. What is this guy doing? Seriously, dude? I don't know what's your major malfunction here. All right, let's. It's hard to find good help these days. All right, so I'll tell you what. We'll do one headland ourselves, and then we'll continue the course, and hopefully he won't have any issues. I got a funny feeling he might. And then I'll go around to get the pieces that's been missed, because I'm sure, because Courseplay would have got probably every little bit of it, and I'm kind of overlapping onto the outskirts of the land just a little bit. Oh, I cleared the course completely? Alright. No problem. I think we'll get 2 headlands done, and then we'll hire a worker instead of doing Courseplay. How about that? I don't know what Courseplay was doing there. It was getting me dizzy. I mean, doesn't the game know I'm trying to get things done here? And since we are hiring a worker, I figure I better take care of this little bit of a cubby hole that we have over here. Or else the hired worker is probably going to have some issues. I mean, if Courseplay is having a hard time figuring out, I don't have much confidence in a hired worker figuring out. And you got to love how the weeds are already starting to grow. But we don't have to worry too much about the weeds, because we do have the herbicide sprayer now, so we can wait another growth stage if we need to. I'm trying to figure out our next step on the farm here. I know I keep saying, well, we'll buy some land today, and that may have to hold off until we sell all the oats. Now that the other field is ready, we may just hold off onto it until we can see our total. Because part of me does want to get another field, but then the part of me just wants to get some more animals. I love taking care of animals, man. It gives you, instead of just harvesting and selling, you pretty much got to prepare your farm like, okay, well, the animals need some food, and it's kind of like a quest. Kind of like weeds. They're getting to be like a quest. Okay, now that we have a headland pretty much put in, this time I'm going to hire a worker. Instead of doing Courseplay, because Courseplay, let's start from scratch all over again. So a little bit of overlapping because I don't drive in a straight line. And as a farm owner, I am going to take a quick lunch break. Keep an eye on this guy for a little bit. And then, yeah, I need to do some figuring out some stuff first, so I can decide what I want to do here. Okay, so I kind of made my mind for starters. So this place right here, a little placeable. And we also get field 15, which is ready for harvest. It's 113 grand. We are going to go ahead and buy that. And while we're here, this land up here, we're selling for 76. So it's not quite of an even swap. But we're left with 156 grand. So not too bad. What we're going to do now, though, is going to get this guy headed on down to our other oat field. He's going to start harvesting. And I'm probably going to have to do the first pass because I got that beautiful tree that we always have to work around, and I don't know why I still have it there, because at this point I'm lazy and it gets to be a topic to talk about, I guess. I don't know. It's still there. And it's probably going to remain there. So we bought some more land and sold some land. I mean, we can always still go up in the forest and see how those trees are doing anyways. And who knows, maybe we'll buy the land back at a later time. That's one thing I wish FS would kind of change a little bit. So, like when you sell land, I guess it depends on, well, it'd be kind of hard probably to code in how to figure out what the land's actually worth. Just that, I mean, if you had the money, you can buy land, harvest off it, and sell it, and get the money back on the land, and you take, the profits off it. So, yeah, I don't know. But any hoozles, we're going to go over here and harvest, at least start harvesting the oats today. But we do have some money left over, so we are going to go down and put down a sheep pasture, pen, whatever they're called, paddock maybe, I don't know. Our grass fields should be ready for harvest, so we can harvest some just grass there, road up, and don't climb the. This could be interesting. Can you get off that? Thank you. You know what, let's disconnect that so I can get out of here. There we go. This will work. Wasn't the way I was trying to do it, but it works. Alright, fold that up. No, okay, straw swath is on. So when we sell this straw will be going to the animal livestock market, because it's right there, and we made a little cubby hole for it to go into. It's kind of funny, you can kind of see the weeds that we killed that were in the second growth stage up ahead. Right in here, you can see some of them sticking up. But since they are dead, they don't cut into our yield at all. At least they're not supposed to. So now we do have another field that is ready for harvest. It's not a big field, obviously, but it is a field. And I kind of need to take a trip over there. First to put down the sheep paddock. I hope the sheep paddock fits in there. It should. I mean, if worse comes to worse, I can always just sell the property right back and get my money back. That's always a possibility. Alright. But before we can go ahead and put down the sheep paddock, I need to get this guy on a worker. And we need to get the Puma down here with our Joskin trailer, because this guy is going to be full pretty darn quick, I would think. That looks about right, so hire a worker for him. What did I do in my... Is it right here? There we go. And... Alright, I was like, where's my trailer? There's our trailer. Alright, let's bring this guy over to that field. I'll park him up there. Maybe I'll empty up the harvester, because I do believe he's going the right direction, but I don't know if I can get there fast enough. And I'll meet you down at our new field and placeable area, and we'll put down a sheep pen, paddock, whatever. And yeah, we'll see how our money situation is to figure out how many sheep we can buy. We got to figure all that stuff out. Well, we're down here, a new placeable area. And actually I decided to go with a large sheep pasture, the modded one. Only because it's like only $30,000 more. And in the end, we'll just be selling it anyways, right? So, no regrets. Okay, I got some regrets. Alright, I can smooth this out. Apparently it's not flat in here. I thought this was a flat area, but it's not quite as flat. No problem. We got the cash. Landscaping. F1. And smooth is this button here. I don't want to rotate camera. I want to... Oh, it's left control. And then also this right here. There we go. Rotate the camera this way. Smooth this all out nicely. Now I have looked, the prices of oats have stopped going up. Kind of peaked at 800 something odd dollars. There we go. Rather smooth. I think the wool spawns here. And this is, yeah, this is where we could get the animals. All right, we'll close this door here. So our wool pallets will go in there. This is where we drop off the sheep. And of course, food and water. And our helper almost has a full tank, but he's getting ready to turn around, so I'm not going to get to him in time. But what I need to do now is we need to rent, once again, the beautiful trailer, animal transport, or lease I should say, customize, and lease it for $700, please. Yes, please. And let's see, the only thing I got available is the truck. Well, I mean, I got the Deuce Fire, but let's be honest, the Deuce Fire is not going to quite pull it. I don't know where my truck is. Calling all cars, calling all cars. Where's my truck? Alright, when all else fails. Well, since he's full, and I'm kind of here, I'm going to take care of him. I'll go find my truck. And I'll meet you at the animal... I always want to say dealership. I don't know why. The livestock market. And yeah, I'll meet you there. We'll buy some sheep. We'll get them into their pasture, and then we'll fill them with some water and steal some. We'll steal some hay. I think we don't have any grass, but we can steal some hay, get them fed at least, and also we'll have to buy some pallets as well, so the wool can go in our pallets. Well, we bought our first sheep, and not remembering how much this trailer holds, I just picked a color sheep and just hit fill until the trailer's full. So I really have no idea how many sheep I got in here, but I did spend 21 grand. Let's go ahead and put them in here. But this is a large sheep pasture, so they can take quite a bit amount of sheep, I presume. And I think they're only $1,500 a piece. Let's go ahead and fill this sucker up. Yeah, we bought the black and white, so I don't know how many of those I got in there right now. So now we have a sheep pasture. So it's 14 that they hold. So I think we're just going to get all black and whites. That way they reproduce faster. I'm not going to go with all 4 different colors to make it look nice. We'll just get more black and whites. And we're going to spend all of our cash, which is okay because we're going to be selling some oats. Our harvester is full once again, which means I can make a delivery of 30,000 liters up to the windmill, and we'll probably get something like 20, I don't know, $6,000 again. So let's go in here, black and white sheep. Yeah, they're 1,500 a piece. I can take another full trailer. We want to get as many sheep as we can, just so they produce wool for us, obviously, and reproduce faster. But I think we'll steal some hay from our silo because we can make more hay. It's not a problem for sure. I've already bought in the pallets for the wool. They're at the store. So before I give them hay, we'll make sure we bring the pallets down, put them in. I'm already liking my decision of doing some sheep. Don't ask me why I like having animals on the farm. Just, I don't know. Alright, so for now we'll turn the truck off. And let's grab this guy. We'll go down, empty out our harvester. We'll go up to the sell point, sell some more oat. Well, not more oats, but we'll sell some oats. So we're at, what, 28 sheep right now? So by selling these oats here, we should be able to buy another trailer full. And I'm thinking all the oats we get from this field, we will buy sheep that way. I think if we get somewhere around 40 sheep, that'd be good, a good start. Well, it's not exactly a full trailer, so yeah, we'll probably get like maybe 24,000 for it. As long as we get over 21,000, that's all that matters. That way we can take the truck and get some more sheep. And yeah, that looks like we shouldn't be a problem there. So we'll get some more sheep, we'll give them some water, and wow, we're up to 30,000. It's pretty darn good. Yeah, I think we'll go get the pallets. I don't have the combine harvester going now. We'll finish up the harvest next episode, along with maybe getting some sheep. But let's get the sheep at least up and going for the end of this episode so we can wrap it up. Well, here we are. I have the Dutes Far, and I didn't realize I got to the store that I didn't have the pallet fork on, so thank you, Heavy Lift Mod. Not that it matters to me at this point. We did go buy some more sheep, so we are up to, what's the total now? 42 sheep, actually. I was hoping for at least 40, so there we go. If I did some quick math in my head, I would have realized I could have done 40 sheep anyways. So let's go ahead and put these in here. I kind of like how these, the way they're placed in this modded sheep paddock, because these pallets are kind of hidden. It keeps them out of the rain, if it does ever rain. So now all we need to do is give the sheep some water and some hay / grass. And we do have plenty of grass, hay. And I'm not too worried about using it because I'm sure our fields are more than ready to be cut once again. We could buy some more sheep next episode as well, because I just really want to get the wool production going. And like I said, this pasture does hold 250 sheep, I do believe. We'll leave that open for now. And right now I'm just going to drive this guy over to here. Now the only thing I did when I placed down the paddock, I wasn't really thinking, but then again, do I ever? It's not really too big of a deal, just that our water trough is here. It's right next to the hedgerow right here. But it shouldn't be a problem. So let's go up and get our tanker for water. We'll give the sheep some water to start with. If you've seen my last couple of episodes, I have tinkered with the tanker XML files, so I know it empties a lot faster, and I do believe it refills faster, but all the refills I've done have been from other placeables, so yeah, those may only be able to output so fast. So when I put this tanker in this little pond area, I assume it's going to fill really fast. But one thing I do know, it does empty rather quickly. Alright, so yeah, at some point though I probably should get a different tanker, because not a different tanker but another tanker, just because sometimes this tanker has water in it and, well, we need it for other things, so it'd be nice just to have a second tanker around, but they are kind of expensive. But it's getting to be a point where $60,000 isn't that expensive. And I really want to go back on the XML file for this tanker and make it so it holds more. Alright, so... Still fills on the slow side. It empties really quick, so maybe I did something wrong in the XML file. Anyways, I'm going to sit here for a minute or two and fill it up with some water. I don't know how much water sheep take, but I think I'm just going to fill up to about 25,000 liters. And then we'll go down, top them off, and then we'll give them some hay and wrap up the episode. Alright, we have our pristine water from that little pond. 25,000 liters. I'm thinking it will be enough for 42 sheep-ish. And like I said, I might buy more sheep after I finish harvesting the rest of the oats out of that field. But I still want to save some cash in order to buy another field once again soon. But first things first, we just spent a lot of money on getting these sheep down. So how fast are you going to unload? Is that all the water they're going to take? I guess so. They only needed 8,000 liters. Alright. Let's park this guy over here. And I have the T8 over here. He filled up with some hay. So let's drive on down and see what the sheep desire to take. I wish I could remember the totals, but I used to. In 17, I was getting pretty good I used to know how much one sheep would require. So if you could, do the math in your head. Same thing with cows. I used to be able to do it, but I have enough time right now just keeping track what series I'm on. Alright, here you guys go. Take what you need. Not much at all, really. So, just about 30,000 liters. Actually, no, they only took 21. Nope, wrong page. Yeah, 21,000. So, they are good to go. Turn that guy off. So, I'm going to keep this just for a little bit longer. Like I said, we might buy some more sheep. But now we do have some sheep, hopefully, to give us some wool. And we also have this field right here. So I am thinking what we might do is we might just end up buying the land going this way. How much is that land? It's only 51,000, 29,000, 30,000, 21,000. So I mean, we could buy like this land right here and make it all into one as well. And then we got easy access all around the main farm pretty much. But it's a start here. This field's ready for harvest as well. Those fields are, I don't want to say are cheap, but for as low as they are, we can make up that money in no time. And now that we got some sheep to make some wool, and I probably should look to see what wool actually goes for on hard economy. Wow. 438? 438? Ugh. That's a kick in the you-know-what. But we're here now anyways, right? They will reproduce. So let me just speed up time just a little bit for now. Just got to hit the magic number there, I think. Right there, maybe. Let's go back to here. Sheep. No stats have set yet. Alright, there we go. So now we got some stats. So reproduction rate is every 23 hours we get a new sheep. And so far no wool yet, but that'll come along. But that is going to do it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I do appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you next time on Mercury Farms. But until then, have a good one.